if you're seeing this, then this is your new moon message for the September 2nd new moon in Virgo. So welcome. We're focusing in this video on the energy for earth signs is where we're going to start in this one. And yes, if you are sun, moon, rising, earth sign, maybe it's another planet or whatever significant placement you're working with, or maybe you're just like resonating with this energy because we have all of these energies inside of us. So whatever the reason is that you're here, welcome. My name is Lara. We are going to be taking a look. I have a couple different oracle decks. We will consult. One is our Dragon Path Oracle. We'll see what dragon energy is here under this new moon, and then I have my tarot deck. We're going to pull 3 cards. We're going to look at the focus under this new moon in Virgo. Yeah, that's where we are. Under this new moon in Virgo, the focus, and then the gift that is here for you to receive, and the gift that's here for you to give to the universe or whoever. So yeah, and you know, like I said, this is a video specifically around the energies of this new moon. However, whenever you're finding this video, if it's not the new moon, if it's a few days later, months, weeks, years, who knows, you're finding it whenever you need to hear these messages. You can trust that. So, you know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading. So we're looking at the energy for a lot of different people, and it's not going to be as specific as if we were like, you know, just the two of us. But yeah, so, but like all of these themes and patterns and things, they play out in all different kinds of ways in all the areas of our lives, and they manifest in all different kinds of ways. So, so you will know what's meant for you. Excuse me. You'll know what's meant for you, and trust your instincts, and yeah, just sit back with your open heart and your open mind and your willingness to take a look at the truth, and you'll be good. So yes. All right. And what else? I think that's that. So what even is this new moon in Virgo? New moons themselves, in general, this is the beginning of a new lunar cycle. So for the next 29 days, as the moon passes through her cycle, and this is the beginning of a new one. So new beginnings, literally. It's a really great time to set intentions. This one's supposed to be really powerful just with everything where we are. We also have like all of these planets that are retrograding. Mercury just completed its retrograde not too long ago, but also the further outer planets that are retrograding, they're going to be doing that for a while. It's now Saturn. I think Neptune is still retrograding, Pluto and Uranus. So yeah, there's a lot going on. But anyway, yes. So, and particularly with the energy of Virgo, what does this mean for us? Well, Virgo is the Virgin. And interestingly enough, that word actually means whole. Whole and perfect as you are. So there's that for you to consider. And it has nothing to do with how we really associate the word with sort of like coming into your adulthood, for lack of a better way of phrasing it. But yeah, It is about being whole, and to a certain extent, that is the holiness. There is like, there's an attention to detail with Virgo. Virgo is very detail oriented. The magic is in the details. The devil is in the details. And it can be, easy to fixate on perfectionism, but it's these details. By getting really detailed, we can really take very specific and pointed action with whatever it is, whatever seeds we're planting, whatever we're trying to manifest or release, or whatever we're working on. And so, yeah, so all of that is going on. We're also like about to enter an eclipse season. I'm not sure if this is an eclipse. I don't think this is an eclipse. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%, but yeah, it's also like it's an earth sign. So it is root, the body, right? Oh, also, I didn't say this at the beginning of the video, right? Earth signs, my earth signs, hello. You are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. If you have a placement, that is one of those signs. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I think that's kind of like the gist of it. A lot of people are talking about a lot of things right now. If you were at all interested in like who I might recommend to be watching or like taking their information into consideration, I'm happy to give you those recommendations, because I can only hold so much. And sometimes like being super on top of the astrology is really overwhelming. And right now, things are just really overwhelming. So, yeah, it's like similar to the news. Sometimes you just have to like limit it and just let yourself ride the ride that is the cosmic energy, which is like fun in its own kind of way. But yes, but that's the gist of it. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab my Dragon Path Oracle deck, and we will get a read on who's here to guide us in. So what dragon is here for my earth signs under this new moon in it's the second time I wanted to say Aquarius, but it is Virgo. It's because they're opposing signs. There we go. There we are. But yes. Okay, great. Let's talk about it. I don't know too much about this one, but it's pretty powerful. Orbron? It's like really cool imagery here with the sun and the lightning happening. A lot of red that I'm noticing. Let me read a little bit about this one. Yeah, what do we got? Okay. If Orbron has turned up today, it is to reassure you that you can achieve what is required. Okay, there we go. Maybe there's been some self-doubt. Then that makes sense with like all of this. I'm just like, this is energy for me, and like charging up, right? Lightning striking, also the sun. Okay. You may have to dig deep within yourself and maybe do this for the long haul, but you can and will succeed. This striking red dragon's connection is firmly grounded and in fact connects to our base chakra. That's what I thought too. I was thinking root chakra, earth energy, roots. There we go. He therefore relates to everything that makes up our physical lives and the world we create for ourselves. Oberon's message is a simple one. Nothing in this world you call home is insurmountable. Nothing is too big to deal with. Get your feet back on the ground and anchor yourself into your physical reality. Aha. Okay. Interesting. Having your head in the clouds will not give you the answers you desire or require. Connect to your base chakra and connect to your physical body. Get out of your head and into your body. Release your ever tumbling and swirling thoughts. When you are more grounded in this way, you will be better placed to deal with the matters that are demanding your attention. You will be able to handle them fully and with ease, freeing you to move forward. Your time is best spent tackling whatever is demanding your time. I'm going to read that again. Your time is best spent tackling whatever is demanding your time. So I'm not the only one who's overwhelmed, it sounds like. Deal with it totally, and then you will be in a position to move forward. Although Oberon is a tough-talking dragon, sometimes you need to hear it as is. He is a great ally when you need to get a job done and deal with the here and now. Oberon finishes his message with, seek the path of least resistance. The more you tussle with a problem, the tighter the noose becomes, eventually strangling the situation. So yes, there lots of talk about grounding, physical body. This is all like very Virgo energy. You are also earth signs. So earth sign is a grounded energy, but what I'm picking up on is that there may be some chaos in your life, or this, I mean, that's a lot of people right now. But for you, this chaos, I think, is really ungrounded you, a normally very grounded energy, or maybe it's, in the case of earth energy, maybe it's just hard to be adaptable to change. So I'm seeing sort of like chaos, but also like this recharging energy. And with the root chakra, I'm picking up on some sort of like survival mode stuff. So maybe you are, I want to say it's like been difficult for you to manifest because of this like survival mode or mentality that you're in. And the chaos has serve to sort of disconnect you from that. So it's time to do what you do best, really, and ground in, and probably some root work, some healing on that chakra as well. So that's really interesting. That's a great place for us to start. Okay. All right, so let's grab the tarot. I have my tarot deck here. We're going to get our first card. This is a big deck and my hands are a little tiny, so sometimes. Ooh. Anyway, okay. So what card do we have for our focus for my earth energy now that we've got our dragon out on the table? What is the focus for the earth energy here? Thank you. And can I please have the gift that's here with this particular area of focus under this moon? Thank you very much. Okay. And can I please have a card for, okay. The gift to give. Wow. Okay. I don't know if you're going to like it, but please don't shoot the messenger. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look. Also, we're going to look at our shadow cards here. This is the card on the bottom of the deck. So this energy is what is driving the situation from our subconscious. There's a real sense of like not being fulfilled in your life, or there's this idea that certain things that should be fulfilling for you will make you happy, and they're not. So also then maybe that's why it's been difficult to bring things into physical reality, if that's something that you're working on. Underneath that, there's the Five of Swords. There's been a lot of loss in learning this lesson. And I think there's also feelings of dependence, like over dependence on other things. That really is ringing for me with sort of like the survival mode stuff. You know, I feel like with this card, it's like, this is not the happy ending you imagined you were going to have. Or the happy ending you thought you wanted is not really what's meant for you. Interesting. Okay, so that's sort of like what the driving force underneath all of this. So what do we have that we're looking at under this energy with the focus where, okay, and also I just want to say there's like a lot of yellow that is coming up. So yellow is like reminding me of the solar plexus chakra, and that is like our power. Interesting. Our power center, our will, our drive, our ambition, but also and ego. And so I'm sort of feeling like, you know, combined with the root chakra stuff that we're talking about, there's like a disempowerment with the yellow, with the solar plexus chakra, because of this chaotic root chakra energy. So take that for what it's worth. But for our focus, we have the King of Wands in reverse. And this is really like, yeah, where is ego driving us versus where is like our higher mind, our higher self driving, our spirit driving? Because it's different. Ego is sort of like at all costs, and that's making me think about the Five of Swords again here. So and with the King energy, you know, that is like leadership, but in the reverse position, it's more about like, it's sort of like disempowered. It's controlling and like dominating instead of, you know, this is like reacting from ego. And this is look, there's red in the shirt too. Red is all about transformation and fire. Yellow and red. So there's a lot going on. Like this is driven by passion, driven by spirit. There's like, I don't know if you can see in the card, but there's little like circles that radiate. You can kind of see it here from around this flame, right? In this position, and like we talked about with the dragon already, the you know, there's a lot of resistance to going with the flow. But I can see that maybe is something that you struggle with a lot if we're talking about earth energy. Some earth energy is less than others, and obviously it depends on all of the other placements in your chart and how it manifests, and everyone's blueprint is like unique to them. So but okay, that's what our focus is. And then we have, for the gift that we're here to receive, great news. We have the Page of Swords. Again, lots of yellow. She also has a red shirt. And this is, you know, an opportunity for a new beginning, new information coming or surfacing. I always feel like with these light bulbs that are sort of like balloons, it's like bright ideas. So I think there's some clarity coming in for you in some capacity. And that clarity is going to be around how you see this like sort of tightrope. There's a sword. There's a sword that this person's balancing on. Like it's no big deal, like barely even paying attention. And I feel like that's how this is exactly what you're trying to cultivate. And there's some information or like aha moment that's going to come through underneath this energy for you. Now, like as far as like how to do this for yourself. Now, whether or not you put that into practice is going to be something else. Okay. But that's a great gift. I love that for you. And then our gift to give, right? So we give something in order to make space for what's coming, right? Is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. When we're working with this energy upright, this is a lot of the time and the patience and the attention that it takes to plant your seeds. They all have to take root. Again, we're talking about the roots. The roots, okay? The seeds have to plant, they need to sprout, the roots need to cultivate. It's more than just like the water and the sunlight. It's also like your energy and intention to continually show up day after day. This energy I'm picking up on like stuck. Give up the idea that you're stuck. Giving that up. The idea that there's like, it takes the time it takes. You can't rush a flower to bloom. And here in this position, you're like, hurry up and grow. Meanwhile, you don't know what's going on underneath here, right? And this has to be worked on. So I feel like this is sort of like, maybe you've been like not attending to the root chakra work stuff. It's time to, if that's the case. Okay. I once had an acupuncturist a long time ago. I loved her. She was amazing. She was also a nutritionist. She did so many amazing things for me. I remember one thing that she said, because I was like so frustrated. I'm usually pretty frustrated about where I am in my life, but we're working on it. And this was like almost 10 years ago now. But she told me one time when we were talking, she said, you know, when you plant a seed and it grows straight up. But if there's a rock over where you planted that seed, it's not going to grow straight up, but it's going to continue to grow. It doesn't stop growing just because it can't come up. So I'm feeling like there's a rock on where these seeds are planted. And for the metaphor, like you gotta get the rock out of the way. And I think that maybe there's been some impatience and you're like, why am I not seeing results? Or, you know, I don't know why that's coming in so strongly that you are actually manifesting something, but maybe that's just the new moon energy. But, you know, you got to clean up the garden in order for your stuff to grow. So that's what I see. And I think like with that clearing is coming that clarity for you. Which is really exciting, but it's, you know, it's not easy work. But you can do it. If I can do it, you can certainly do it. There's no reason anyone can't. It's just that the reason people don't is because it's hard and it doesn't always feel great. You know, but otherwise, this is just, you know, you're stuck in this chaos, this imbalance, this survival mode, whatever it is, you know. I'm also picking up like very reactive. It's not that we manage our emotions, is that we manage our reactions to our emotions. Emotions are just energy in motion. So we need to make space to let them move around and to let things grow. Yeah, I don't know. Does that make sense? You're going to know more than me. Let's go ahead and just close out our reading here. I think this is great. I think this is like really exciting, especially considering going into eclipse season. Eclipses are about like ripping things away. It's a time where we sort of sit back. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but we sort of like sit back on things that we're really trying to manifest because the energy is so incredibly potent that, yeah, just like chaos. Or maybe that'll be good for you, you know, do some chakra healing, some grounding, and mess around with some chaos magic. Maybe that's just me, but I mean, it's not just me, but anyway, let's go ahead and I have the moon deck here for us. So can we please have just a little final thoughts here? Parting words. Wow. Okay, cool. I love this. I focus on what is working. And like pointed right up at that moon. This is like easily one of my favorite cards, but that's probably because I'm a Sagittarius. But also I focus on what is working. So maybe this moon is a good time to take that inventory for yourself. What's working? What's not? What's demanding your time? Like we said here with our dragon. Okay. What can you get out of the way? And what insights is that going to bring you? So I focus on what is working. Instead of trying to control outcomes here with stuff that's not working, there you go. I focus on what is working. So that is super beautiful. I love this for you, my beautiful earth energy. I hope that this made sense. I hope that you got some insight out of this. You know, at the end of the day, you are the one who knows your life the best. So please do act accordingly. What I've got here for you, this is just information for you to do with what you will. And yeah, I just hope it was helpful. So let me know if it was or if it wasn't. And or anything else, you can leave me a comment. Please like, share, subscribe this video. And there's all kinds of information on how to connect with me as well down in the description box below. I do all kinds of things, not just tarot readings. We're getting there. We're going to talk about it. But yeah, this is wonderful. Good luck. Focus on what is working, right? And ground down into what's working right now. Interestingly enough, too, we do have this upward moving energy, but you have to really be focused to be an archer. So anyway, last thoughts on that. Grounding down. You get it. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one. See you on the other side.